often if people enjoy it. I really want to just practice more channeling. Yes, I will be using cards, but Spirit has been really asking me to try this in a different approach. So I'm not using typical tarot cards. I have some tarot cards, but they're like completely different designs and different images. These are like plant cards and just things like that. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens. If there is, if this is resonating with your experience or story, beautiful, please comment. I enjoy seeing that someone here is like, oh my God, this message is for me, because that also like amplifies the energy. So yeah, we're going to just jump in. This will be recorded so you can watch it anytime. And if you are watching this later, you don't need to be here live to get a message for you. That's not how energy works. So welcome. Okay, spirits. So let's see. I'm gonna start with these ones actually. Okay. Okay. A lot of people, yeah. A lot of people right now are trying to figure out how to adjust themselves and figure out what needs to be adjusted for this next chapter, because whatever they've recently been calling in is not resonating how they wanted it to. So I feel like there's a lot of disappointment right now with just the collective individually. And I feel like as soon as I started to tap in, it was just like, I feel like I could cry. So a lot of frustrations, challenges, but it's more emotional struggles. And I feel like all of, like, some people right now are just feeling like, wow, all of the color from my story, it's like I've been painting something and then boom, someone either shows up and tears it up, or the person you thought you were painting with just decides to quit, or this project that was getting excited just falls flat, or like I have all of this color and then I have nothing of it. So I feel like some people are just like, everything was so sweet. And I also feel like some of you were ignoring the red flags along the way, which is like, we all do that. It's fine. Don't hate yourself for it. But there's like, I hear like, what do you mean it was a red flag? Like, I thought it was a carnival. It's like, no, babe, that was a red flag and you know it, and you are deciding to avoid it because a lot of people are still operating from a sense of scarcity, and the scarcity means that I don't think I will get something better, and I think I need to stay, and I think I want to continue investing my time, my energy, my money. I need to overgive, overcommit, overinvest, because I want that person to see that I have value and to see that I, am important and that I'm a good person, whatever. And it's just like, but we are matching up with other people who are not in the proper capacity to understand what you are giving them. And also maybe some of them are just expecting it because you started with a cycle, a rhythm of overgiving from the beginning. So like, if you establish that precedent and you just keep giving, then it's like you almost feel stuck in that loop and you have to. It's like, shit, I gave so much, and maybe it wasn't, resources, money, gifts. Maybe it was just time or love or support or affection or whatever. But it's like spirit. Okay. Oh, I feel so disappointed. There's a strong energy about moving forward with your next connections, or if this person comes back, or if you decide to stay in this situation, whatever. But my point is, like, it needs to be small increments that are building over time and add up to a lot later on. Not like first week, first month, everything. What do you want? What do you want? You can have everything. Here you go. Take it. And it's just like, what? Where does that stem from? What is the energy behind that? Is it connected to, I don't want you to leave me, abandonment? Is it something about you just not feeling, again, like worthy or valued, and you need to give to show your value? Like, it's not the vibe. it's not the vibe and it's not working, and it's a little bit of a control thing, or it's a little bit of like, and not that you are intentionally trying to control this person, I don't think that, but it's like you're trying to control the environment and the experience. You're trying to set up everything as perfect as possible, not because that's not true. I was gonna say not because you want to, because you do. I feel like a lot of these people, yes, they want to. They have a big heart. They really want to give and support and love and commit and go all in. But they don't want to. How do I say this? Oh my God. It's like the natural flow of evolution and development is lacking because there's this feeling internally of insecurity or fear that this person will leave, or maybe you are feeling that that person has unhealed energies and you don't want them to spiral or to go back doing whatever they've been doing. So you try to like formulate and create this environment that looks so perfect so this person can see, oh wow, this is a beautiful situation and I want to stay here. But like, is it genuine? Yes, I think you want to provide truly, but I also feel like you are over giving because you are trying to really set up an environment more than you need to, because like you are already whole, you are already perfect, you are already, and like, yes, we're all, work in progress. Trust me, I get it, but it's just like, you are already enough. You just being born and being here is enough. So you already automatically, being human, deserve love. Deep, committed, 100% authentic love. You deserve that. You don't need to give and trade for it and try to convince or try to set up or try to decorate something more than it needs to be. And it's like, I feel like internally there's just this lack that is like, okay, I feel like I need to keep giving and giving, or I need to go over and above with like, we're always doing something, or we're always, decorating something. And it's just like, it doesn't need to be that. I'm not saying you don't want to do those things because they're nice and I think you want to do them. You're probably also like me, like a hopeless romantic, but it's just like, and I also feel like the art of love is gone. It's like, we live in a day now where like everyone just wants to like fuck or go party, or they want to just be like texting 1,000 people at the same time, or they just want to be on like fucking Tinder or like whatever. And it's just like no one wants to fully like sit down, look you in the eyes, open themselves up, explore. Like it's not the same as it was like, even 20, 30, 50, 100 years ago, when it's like you meet this person and like that's your goal, to figure out this person. And you want, like when our grandparents, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a different vibe now. And I think that's really sad. And I think that's honestly intentional, because love is so fucking powerful. And two people who love each other and are committed to each other can literally create worlds and can create whatever they want. And they have so much power. But like when the evil energies here, or like the darker shadow energies here, or the people who are, in control or whatever. And I'm not going to get into like conspiracy theories and all this shit. But my point is, it's like, there is literally like an attack on love right now. And I feel like so many people are like fragmented. They're split into so many pieces and they're all over the place. And like, when you are that fragmented, all of those cracks, like so much low vibrational energy can get in and can attach. And there's like entity attachment here. So maybe it's you. We all have it to some degree. And that's why, if you're here, you're probably more involved in, energy clearings, grounding with the earth, like making sure that you're taking salt baths, etc., using like a selenite wand to just like rub your body. Like there's different ways you can literally remove these like low vibrational influences. But like people who are just out, especially if they're drinking a lot, especially if they're doing drugs. And I'm not talking about like, yes, weed, any drugs really, if you like abuse them, but like chemical drugs, really low, dense, energetic experiences will literally fragment you even more. And then you add like random people having sex with it. It's like we're trading our traumas, etc. It's just like there is so much um, happening and so much information and so much access right now that like I feel like a lot of people here watching this are like, I'm just trying to like find that person who is willing to close out everything and just connect with me one-on-one. And that is available. It is, I promise you. But like right now, what you're experiencing, and this can be with work, friends, family, etc., but like what you're experiencing right now, like what you are living and experiencing in this moment is the result of you building connection on an old template, and that old template is being thrown out. Scorpio season is going to drag everyone through their shadows, and eclipse season is going to close out these old chapters and get rid of these old templates. So like that scarcity that is internal also will spill over and affect your money, affect your friendships, affect your health, your mental health, your love, like all of it. So it's like all of these old templates are being destroyed and removed, which is perfect and beautiful and necessary. But like, we need to be willing, and not everyone right now is willing to go through that change, and they're gonna hold on. And I swear to God, like, oh my God, Scorpio season is going to drag people through their shadows. If you're dealing with another person who can't look in the mirror and doesn't want to reflect and doesn't want to figure out what is going on internally and why they're impulsive and why they're doing these things, like Scorpio season is going to either bring it smack dab in their face, they're going to have to look at it and understand it, or they're going to avoid it and they're going to spiral, and Scorpio season is going to drag them into dark, like a lot of dark night of the soul type things. It's gonna happen. And if it doesn't happen in Scorpio season is going to plant the seed that will lead to that experience. So maybe that person, you know, starts something toxic, starts a toxic cycle again. Maybe the like boom crash doesn't happen in Scorpio season, but that is them opening that door and now it's ready and they're walking through it, and it's just like eventually that boat is going to sink and they are going to drown in all of the energy, in all of the emotion, in all of the realization, and then they're going to have to figure out how to piece themselves back together, especially if these people are those fragmented pieces all over the place. Like it's a lot of work, and I've literally experienced that. I have been that person that was just fragmented. It's like, I literally wrote a song about it. It's called Numb. Go watch the video. It's fucking awesome. Okay. It's not under my name, by the way. It's Middlechild, MDLCHLD. Okay. Okay. Insights either, let me see this person. I'm going to put this person on the right, the other person that you're dealing with on the right. Can be friends, family, work, a boss, lovers, whatever. And then the people who are watching this now on the left, please. There's such a refusal. Like, the other person, my God. There is an identity shift that they are now required to experience, but some of them are like kicking and screaming and don't want to change. It's because change means I need to accept accountability and understand that I have my own shit that I need to deal with. And if I don't deal with it, it will continue to control me. And I just feel like, oh my gosh. So your left, right is our... This side is going to be them, and this side will be you. Some of you are just like stressed about this, like thinking about it at night. Maybe you're connecting, in like astral, like you could be lucid dreaming about this person. They might be dreaming about you a lot because you are still trying to support them in the dreams. But it's like, I also feel like we need to cut off that energetic cord, because the more we continue to feed into their energy, we are actually interrupting their process. Yeah, like there's no growth that will happen when you wake up every day and think about that person and think about this situation and think about what happened and how to help. It's like the best thing to do is to literally cut and clear this energy for now. And like maybe in the future it comes back, but like when you're thinking about it, you're sending energy there. You are reconnecting that cord. You are continuing to feed them energy. And it's like, I also think I know that cord goes both ways. Both ways. So if you are sending energy there, they can even subconsciously send energy back. And the energy that they can send back can be karmic energy, things that they don't want to focus on that they are sending to you. So maybe sometimes you just feel it in your body. You're like, oh, I feel like I'm thinking about this person. Oh my God, I feel so anxious. I feel stressed. And then you just start crying, you start mourning, you start freaking out. You're really angry. And it's like, that is because they are literally not wanting to do the work and you are still attached. And when you are attached, you are opening and inviting their energy back because you are sending your energy there. So there is a trade-off, and this person is sending you their bullshit to transmute and to heal. And it's like, bitch, drop it, cut it, clear it, sage the house, sage the house. And buy sage from an indigenous person. You can literally go into a store and ask, is this certified and from an indigenous source? And they will say yes, or they will lie. But like, yeah, buy real sage. If you don't want to use sage, you can use a bay leaf. You could also, I'm hearing rosemary is really good. Okay, what is also coming through is some of you need to actually make a rosemary tea. So you're going to just boil water, and then you're going to have it, and you're just going to literally take stalks of rosemary, and you're going to drop it in. You're just going to let it steam for like 15 minutes, I would say. Okay, 16. So random. Okay, 16 minutes. But it's interesting because now 16 is 1 and 6, which is a 7, and they're showing me the 7 of Wands, and the 7 of Wands is actually protection and guarding yourself. So I would literally time that. I would boop, and put a lid on it. Whatever you're boiling the rosemary with, put a lid on it, because that is when the actual energetic properties cycle into the water better, because all of the steam, if you don't have a lid on it and you take it off, all of that steam rises and it just evaporates into the space, which is good for the space. But if you want to do that, then use a fucking pot on the stove and boil it up. Okay, interesting. I've never done that. So that is literally just coming through. Fuck, now I'm out of it. What was I just saying? Rosemary tea, the lid. You need to keep a lid on the tea, because when you do that, the steam will only cycle inside. It'll go back and it'll drip into the water. It will be stronger, okay? It will be stronger. So like whenever you're making any tea, really, like just keep that in mind. But this rosemary tea is going to be really helpful. I actually have rosemary here on my altar. I got this in a medicine ceremony. So yeah, a little bit, piece like that in your space is good. For some of you, if you are continuing to have really intense dreams about this person, maybe put that in your pillowcase. Also, smoky quartz could be good for you. You don't need like this size. This is like, come on. But you could just get like a small one. Okay, let's clear it. Clear the throat chakra and the solar plexus. Okay. Some of these people don't like that you can see the boogeyman under their bed, but they can't see it. Does that make sense? That's like oddly, like a strange metaphor, but like this person doesn't like that you can see their monsters under the bed and they can't see them themselves. And when you try to tell them, they want to deflect. It's not even because they want to fully deflect. It's because, okay, secondary, they literally have lower vibrational energies and entities attached to them that are triggering their thoughts. Trigger. This is bad information. This person is trying to either hurt you or harm you, or they're lying or they're manipulating or whatever. So that will make this person become defensive. So that is part of it for sure. And if this person is like actively using drugs or drinking or sex with a lot of people, or they're just fragmented, like split fragmented, then like that kind of lower vibrational energy can get in easier. So careful with that, because when you try to talk to this person, okay, they're showing me, this is very specific for some of you. Okay, some of you are dealing with someone who actually has a little bit of a mental health issue, even if it's not identified, by a medical doctor. There's something that's just like, it doesn't work that sounds so rude. I'm not trying to offend anybody, and like, we all struggle in our own ways with mental health issues, and like, yeah, mental health is a very serious topic. I totally understand that. My point though is like something about this person, and I think it's connected to avoidance and ignoring like traumas or issues that are deep within, and like that deep emotion, that is unprocessed emotion, is making that person, it's like they mentally detach and disassociate from reality. And some of you have actually seen it happen. Some of you were out drinking with this person and you could see something in their eyes just clicked, and it's like their eyes go empty, and you're like, it's kind of, and maybe you notice that they talk a little different or their behavior changes. Like there's something about the situation that you're just like, this is not you. Like you're not really here right now. Like what the fuck is happening? And that was a red flag for you, but you ignored it because you were thinking that either you could save this person, or but I'm already committed, or like I would never want my partner to leave if that was me. And like, so it's like whatever, but like there is something in the eyes that you noticed. And it also, in the midst of a fight or a blowout, they're showing me like this. It's like the mask, like they have a mask, and this is like, everything's fine, we're good, everything is good. And then you address something, they get upset, defensive, a fight starts, and then it just does this. And it is a different person who's like, I don't care, I'm not here, I don't care what you say. And then like also like rude commentaries or things about them. It's like their comments changed, like, oh, well, like now, and it's projection also, but it's like, now I see the real you, and like, I hate that. Look at how awful this looks. And you're just like, whoa, why are you like saying like intentionally deep, harmful things? It's like, you don't even think that, and they don't think that. Their soul doesn't think that. It's the trauma response, and because this person is so fragmented, it's like that low vibrational energy and entity pinging them to respond that way, because there is something internally that is making them feel like they need to protect themselves because they can't actually handle the truth of this situation. And you can see the truth, which connects back to that comment. You can see the monsters under their bed, and they can't see the monsters under their bed. And that is terrifying, because some of them don't even think they have monsters. And bitch, we all have monsters. So it's like, some of this is ancestral, something about the family that was passed down that they need to heal. And like, again, that applies to everyone, of course, but like, this is a karmic thing that needs to be, you can't do it. You can't, it doesn't matter how much paint you bring to this party. They can't paint a picture with your paint. They can't do it. They can't use your colors to paint their house. They need to figure out where to buy the paint. They need to bring it home. They need to plan. They need to ask for the ladder and the support and the rollers. It's like, this person needs to do it. And I just see you guys, maybe some of you actually were in that person's home, like helping redecorating things, because you're like, oh, I'll make this more comfortable, and then that'll make them feel more safe. And then that means they'll figure out how to heal themselves. And it's just like, no, bitch. No. You need to go back home. You need to bring all of the things that you brought. You need to bring them back. Well, okay. First of all, don't really gather those things and bring it back, because like, no. Those are for you to keep. I don't need those things back with your energy and judgments on that. Like, no. Keep them. But metaphorically, you need to bring all of that energy back to your house so that you can set up your own comfortable space. Your own walls need to be repainted. You know what I mean? So like, Yeah. Okay. Some of you went to the desert with this person. Maybe a festival, and something happened at the festival and you ignored it. And they were fucking sneaky. Someone here went to the desert with this person, and maybe it was a festival, or maybe, I feel like with the desert, it feels very dry. It could also just be the energy in that space feels very dry, it feels a little dangerous. It feels like someone involved was just like, why am I here? Oh my God, why am I here? Why did I commit to this? Why did I travel here? Oh my God, what am I doing? And that person, they kind of like, ugh. They were touching up on someone. Oh God. Ew, get that off me. Oh my God, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate the ideas of betrayal. I hate the idea that I am there and something is happening behind my back. And like, if you felt that with this person, A, it actually happened, you're not crazy, and they are gaslighting you, or B, you feel that that person is capable of that, and you can feel that energy inside of them, and you know that they can't really control that energy, and that's what you are feeling is like the intensity and the anxiety and the panic and the fear of like, oh my God, I know this person can't control themselves, and I don't know if it's gonna happen here, I don't know if it's gonna happen later, but like, so either way, you're not really wrong. But what I'm hearing now is like, what a tangled web this person weaves. So it's like, and oh my God, you guys, you have so much love to give. It's crazy. Like, you have so much love to give. You have so much love. Look at my shirt. Like, you just want to take that heart right off and give it to them. And it's like, that's beautiful. And you will find another person who will accept that and give you theirs in exchange, and it will be fair. Oh my God, I actually had a session today with one of my healers, and we wrote down calling in a partner who is fully present with themselves so they can be fully present with me. And that is the kind of connection you want, because if these other people are actually fully present with themselves, they will know how to understand what impulses, energies are behind them running the show and influencing their behaviors. And that kind of person also hopefully will be, trained and not like trained like a teacher, but just like they will know how to handle themselves when those kinds of emotions come up. Like, I also was like a druggie, party boy, blah, 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 blah. Like, whatever, I get it. And like now, obviously, I still have that kind of energy inside me at times, but like, I don't just impulsively do dumb shit now. I actually can pause, think about it, figure out the consequences, weigh it out. Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Am I in a partnership? Do I want to respect so like, that's the kind of energy that I think most of you people are bringing to the table, and the other person doesn't have that capacity yet, or they just don't care. But it's like, you are also like the sunshine in this person's fucking life. You are the sunshine. Like, you bring so much sunshine and life and color. And I also feel like maybe there's plants or flowers or something that you like to bring and like surprise that person with, or just like do something. Some of you for sure like went out by the river and walked over the bridge and set up like a picnic, and you just like ate together and chatted all day. And this person's just like, this is the most beautiful experience I've ever had. Wow, thank you so much. You're so incredible. And it's like, this person's not lying about them thinking you are incredible. This person is not lying about all of the experiences that they had with you, because they really feel that. But like, they just also have this other side, like those masks, remember? It's like they have the other twin. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Gemini or a Pisces or a Virgo also, because it's mutable energy. So it can be this way and then this way and then this way. Also, Neptune is really strong in someone's chart, I'm hearing. But like, just like, how can you do that? We go to the fucking petting zoo and we enjoy ourselves, and we're like doing our thing. And then like the next day, I hear you don't call me? What? Or I hear like the next day, you don't act on everything you told me that day during, our trip together. Like, you told me you want to do all these things, and then I follow up, and then you don't respond, and now I'm feeling crazy. And it's like, part of you are actually like stuck at home, just thinking, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Is this real life? Like, and for you, yes, and you are present and aware of the interaction, but these other people are literally like, it's like they tell you what they want. No. They tell you what you want to hear, but they also mean it because on some level they actually feel that way for you. But like, also they don't have the tools to manage those low vibrational pings from these other energies or entities, and then they can't control themselves, and then that kind of impede. Like it's this mixing pot of like it's color, it's light and dark, light and dark, light and dark. But see how the plant is dark? It's because it's actually tainting. It's like light and dark, light and dark. And we all have that. And that's fine. Like, even I have my own shadows. You have your own shadows. Like, that is a real thing. We all have our bullshit. But when I am continuing to bring more light and color to this connection, and it's not equal, it's not balanced, and the darkness continues to come from your side of this connection, and like, yes, if you want to say like, well, nothing is really light and nothing is really dark, and I feel like maybe some of you are trying to like make excuses for this person's behavior or these situations or whatever has happened time and time and time again, but it's just like, let's say this, if your toxic trait is overgiving, I would prefer my toxic trait to be overgiving, giving too much, rather than my toxic trait is like, I am a like abusive person, or I am an alcoholic, or I am, and not to judge those people and not to say that they don't also deserve love, but it's just like, yes, we all have our shadows and our shit to deal with, and I get that, but like some things are more manageable and more acceptable and not as disrespectful and heartbreaking and hurtful. And it's like, that is what I feel. It's like, okay, so we connected, and yes, we're both trying to figure out each other's shit and we're trying to support each other, but like, I'm cleaning up my side and your side, and you're just continuing to like throw garbage all over. And it's like, you're not even cleaning up your side, and you're not helping me clean up my side, when my side is really, 75% dirty because of your mess that is just all over the streets. And so it's like, anyway, okay, let's clear this. Clear this. And let's reset. Sorry, we're just gonna start again. We're gonna clear that. We're gonna reset. Some of you really think this is your person, and I think it's because there is a strong karmic connection there. I also feel like, yes, on a soul level, there's a connection there for sure. But I feel like, see the swan that is all of a sudden swimming alone? It's just like, I feel like that energy overall of like, I thought I found, my person for life. And like, now I feel like I'm just swimming alone. And it's like, maybe this isn't true. Maybe it's not a fact, but I'm pretty sure that like swans, after they connect with their lover and they live together forever because they pick someone and they partner forever, when that other swan dies, I don't think that they go out and like find another swan. Like, I think that they just like literally live alone and sad. Like, it's like penguins. And like, I feel like that is a little bit of the energy right now overall. It's this feeling of like, I'm just so alone, and I feel like I'm never going to find another person like this person. But it's just like, okay, pause right there. Pause right there and ask that question again. Will I ever find another person like this person. Let's just dissect that. Like the person who has done this to you. Like the person who has dropped you and left. Like the person who has continued to destroy and destruct and offset all of the goodness and the positive and the support and the containers that you were trying to create. It's like, you want to find another person like that? It's like, come on. Like, and I get it. I think a lot of people probably just want that person back, but healthier, and that would be beautiful. But what you need to focus on is calling in a partner who is healthy on all layers and who can show up fully for themselves and for this connection. And then if that person does the work and is a vibrational match, they will come back. They will come back if they become, if they develop these skills and they move through the shadows and they heal themselves and they increase their vibration and match that request. It's like they will come back. They can. But like, don't get attached to the physical manifestation of that partner. It has to be this person, or I think it will be this person. No, hold on to the vibration that you want to attract, which is someone who feels, trustworthy, someone who is trustworthy and respectful and shows up fully for themselves and fully for me and this relationship. And then after you set that intention, you need to hold that vibration of gratitude that you already have it, because that is what signals to the body that you already have it, which increases the vibrational resonance, which actually attracts the partner, because it can only happen in gratitude, because we are tricking our body and tricking our energetic field to thinking we already have it, which means if we already have it, then the universe in this 3D projection needs to bring it, and we need to attach to it, and it needs to manifest. So, okay, clear that. Oh, clear that. Yeah, it's coming. It is coming. It's like this divine masculine feminine balance first needs to happen internally. You need to protect your own energy and make sure that the only people you are letting into your space are respectful and deserving. And that is the masculine energy. And then with all of that love, you need to pour it back into yourself with self-care, journaling, crying, mourning, moving it, attracting it. And like, this is when that divine masculine and feminine come into play. And like in that space only, will you be inviting in like winds of change and shooting stars. I'm hearing it's just like there's so much available growth in that space, but like some of you went camping with this person, like some of you went out camping with this person. It's just like they love their blue jeans. Yeah, it's not going to work out right now. It's not going to work out right now. It's not going to work right now. It's too soon. There's also all this information that is being exposed to them, and it's fine because everything that you told them, everything that they've experienced with you, all of the struggles and the awareness and all of that shit that has been on them, it sticks. Like, even if they are pretending that it's bouncing off, it is actually still getting into the subconscious mind. It is back here and it is processing, and they need to bring it up and look at it again and accept it, but it is still in the subconscious. So you already planted the seeds. And when you say something to another person, they can't unhear that. That's why it's so important to talk to children with respect and openness and not, shut them down or ignore them. It's like you need to be very careful with your words around some people, and especially children, because you will plant seeds in their mind. That's also why it's really important as like a tarot reader or a teacher or a coach or whatever, to be careful with the words you're using with your clients, with your followers, with the people who are watching, because it's like, we're always planting seeds and that will live in the subconscious. It can be removed, but if these people can't even fight their shadows fully, they don't know how to go into the subconscious and remove a positive seed that you've planted. I'm telling you right now. So all of that information, see this. This is the growth. This is the information pouring down onto them, and they're under here, and they've pulled the wool over their eyes. They're like hiding under a blanket. They're like, I don't want it. I don't want the truth. I don't want the truth. That's their experience. And maybe like on the outside, it's like, fuck you, you're a fucking bitch, you're so controlling, you're manipulative, you're blah, 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 blah. The truth is they don't want the truth. But what is so beautiful about energy, about words, about living here in a 3D reality is that your words have already gone into their subconscious. So they already have the key. They just need to use it to open the door. And that will happen at some point. Oh, bitch. You've poured it in. Oh my God. You have poured. Some of you, you just like read this bitch. And you just told them everything about them. You told them everything about their habits. You told them everything about their bullshit, and maybe a few times. And like, I think maybe through the connection, they were like, okay, I hear you. Please stop. I'll change. And then they just didn't do enough work. They don't have the tools or whatever. And it's fine. Like, and still have compassion, because these people are obviously struggling, and it's like they still deserve love. They still deserve, to enjoy their life. Like, they don't need to be in shame or punished. Like, that's not the point. But the point is, like, we all need to focus on our shadows that are behind the scenes running the show, because they are actually controlling our experience here and destroying good things in our life. And like, to watch another person go through that is really upsetting for that person. But also as an onlooker, like, we don't want people, especially if you're here watching this, like, you don't want other people suffering. You don't want other people living in turmoil and heartbreak. Like, you don't want that. You want to share love and light. And that's why I think you're trying to support this person, to be like, come here, come look at how beautiful things can be. And I know that you see it, and I know that you want it, because we've had those conversations, but it's like, come on. But like, some people are not ready, and some people are scared of opening up and being truly vulnerable, and some people don't have the tools or the access or the time right now. And it's just like, it's fine. But like, trust me, see this there's a small little growth in the corner. You've already poured enough in that the tree is planted. Like, the tree is already planted. You've been pouring and pouring and pouring, and that seed sprouted. And now spirit and the universe will continue to attract situations to this person that will enhance and pour more, water or whatever onto this sprout, and it will grow and grow and grow. And that person will, change and level up and expand and heal. And that's beautiful. And like, you had a role in that. So just be grateful for your role, be grateful for this person. And like, they also deserve joy, even if that joy is not with you. And in the meantime, like, you will maybe find another person, or maybe you will connect again in the future. And that is also beautiful. But you holding on to an expectation and an outcome right now is actually continuing to connect those cords, and it's continuing to hold on. And that means that you are still operating from a space of lack, because I want to hold on because I won't find something, or if I let go, this person won't come back. It's like, how do you know that? You're attaching an expectation. You are connecting your energy to this person and trading karma over and over and over again. It's like, no, like, just cut the cord, clear it. And just let that person live their life, and they will figure it out, and maybe you will come back together, and that is beautiful. Okay, any last words here? Yeah, just some of you, or maybe this other person, like, they miss the touch. They miss your touch. They miss your smell. They miss the sex. It's just like there's so many different things here, and I feel like there was so much water, there was so much abundance, there was so much access, and now everything is just dry. I feel like, oh my God, everything is just dry. It like flipped. So maybe that person is just either communication has been completely cut off, or you just feel like, again, I'm like stuck in this empty space of like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with all of my time, energy, money, my attention? Pour it into yourself. I want to pull some of these astro cards quick. Ascendant. Yeah, it's like we're rising. We're all rising. Some of these people have a Libra ascendant or a Scorpio ascendant, which is the rising sign. But I also just feel like this is an opportunity for everyone to connect. This is the number 35, which reduces to an 8. And the 8 is like as above, so below. So this is an opportunity for all of us to actually ascend and to level up our energy. And that means you. And that also means this other person, even if they are struggling and spiraling, it's like they will bounce and come back up. Even if the next time they come back up, it's only up one level, that's fine. Like this experience supported that person's growth. And now it's time, yeah, we've got the moon and perception here. It's time to get higher knowledge and more awareness about this situation. And there's going to be a full cycle here. I definitely think for some of you, this is not 100% finished. You will hear from this person, I think, even if it's just like such a random message or like maybe not what you want to hear, but it's like there will be contact at some point, I think, for most people here. But like the eclipse season is going to, and we're in Scorpio season, it's going to drag these people through the shadows. And I think after that experience, they're just going to be like, wow, like, even if it's just to say I'm sorry or something, you know, like, is there one word that this person, is there one word this person would say? Or what are they going through? Frustration. Frustration. Oh my gosh. Frustration. Your frustration is not wasted energy if it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. So like, I would say that's what's happening. It's like, this could be you also. It's probably both of you to some degree, but like, this person is feeling really frustrated, I think, with themselves because they are noticing that this is an ongoing loop in their life. And like, even if they want to ignore it or avoid it or whatever, it's just like, it's there. It's in the subconscious. They know what's happening and they can't run. You can't run from a Scorpio when that stinger goes in. You're either going to get hooked and stuck, or you're going to get stabbed and you're going to be frozen because the poison just like went into your body. Because that poison just went into your body, you're dead. You know what I mean? So it's like, that information is there. It is in there. Scorpio season is going to drag them through it to see it more frequently. And yeah, I think this is not really, should people reach out? I don't think, it's too soon. It's too soon to reach out. Like, you need to give it more time. Because you reaching out, they're so frustrated with themselves. They're so frustrated with this situation. They're so frustrated with you. They're so frustrated with thinking that you are trying to teach them or tell them or punish them or what. It's just like, it is an ego block. It like, I'm telling you, there is another energy running that show. It is not the person that you want to connect with. It is not the same person that you met. It is a different energy internally right now because like Scorpio season is coming, eclipse season is coming, Mars is going retrograde. It's all impulses, addictions, cycles, issues, fears, anxieties, all of that bullshit is coming up. It is coming up because we need to clear it. That is why this is happening. And it's also your shadows. Your shadows are about, not being enough, about feeling worthless, about not giving enough and not being appreciated. And maybe there's childhood abandonment or just traumas about there's some sexual stuff here. Clear that. It's just like this person is feeling hyper triggered by all of their experience right now, and you being here to tell them more about it doesn't help. And you are also being hyper triggered because that person is triggered and their behavior is triggering you. It's like, that's the point of a relationship. We trigger each other's bullshit so we can heal it. So go off and heal yourself and stop thinking about how to heal this person, okay? Because you're not going to heal this person. They need to heal themselves, and that is a journey for them only. Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. I hope that helps. Oh my God, this is almost an hour? Holy shit. Okay, well, if this was helpful, if you enjoyed this and you want more of these, please click the like button so I can see the numbers going up and I can see that people actually like this. It also helps these videos get out. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the video get out as well. And you can click the little bell, and that means when I upload or go live, you will see you'll get a notification. Because also on Instagram, a lot of people, I'm like not coming up in people's feeds for whatever reason. I don't care, but it's just like on Instagram, also click the notification bell because it will tell you when like new readings are uploaded. And you should watch your sun, moon, your rising, and also if you know where your Venus is, which you can see in your chart, that's a really good one to watch for love. Mars would be good for work and for what direction you're moving in. So like, I know there's a lot of videos on there, but like if you know your chart, like pick the different planets, see what houses they're in. If it's in the house of Pisces, then watch the Pisces video if you are looking for information about that planet related thing. So Venus would be love. Mars would be, like fighting or conflict or sex or whatever. So like there's just different, like Saturn would be focused on work also. So yeah. Anyways, I hope that helps. I am hosting a Scorpio season workshop. If you want to join me live, it will be next week, Sunday or Saturday. You'll see it. I'm going to post it very soon. It is a live workshop. How do you figure out your chart? Just go to like astrology.com and you can watch it, or you put in all your information. You need your birth time and place and whatever, and it'll bring it up. Or just like Google free birth charts. Don't pay for it because you can find one for free for sure. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to sign off. I love you. If you like these videos and you want more, please hit the like button, and I will be back more frequently with this kind of energy and channeled messages. Okay? I love you. Yes, for everyone asking, you can still take the full moon workshop anytime. It's a home video. It's on this YouTube page. Just go and click on the full moon in Aries. This was also the last full moon in Aries, so it is very powerful because this is the last full moon before we close that door and move into this next chapter. So we really need to stand in our power. We really need to cut and cleanse cords. And if you've been watching this and thinking about, okay, I need to figure out how to detach from this person, go take the workshop, because that is what we do in the meditation, is detach from these people, from these situations and these old stories that are keeping us blocked. So go take the workshop now. It's under 30 minutes. It's pay what you can. You can donate $1 or 25 cents or, whatever you want. But like, yeah, go. The workshops, like literally the last full moon workshop, like over 10,000 people took it. So like, hello, they help. Go take it. I love you guys. I will see you very soon. Ciao. Oh, how do I...